Let's rank all of the films in the X-Men movie franchise, including New Mutants, the Deadpool trilogy, and the Wolverine trilogy. So pretty much all of the Fox Saga X-Men films with the new Deadpool and Wolverine. So let's begin. And unfortunately, in last place is Dark Phoenix. This film was just a mess at times, and the one who carried the film was Magneto. At number 13 is the New Mutants, which this film isn't terrible, it isn't great. It was just something different that was interesting, but it is not one of my favorites in this franchise. At number 12 is X-Men The Last Stand, which this film does have its fun moments, but hearing all the stuff that happened behind the scenes and pre-production and all that, it's pretty much a mess. At number 11 is X-Men Origins Wolverine. Like I mentioned plenty of times, I hate what they did with Deadpool in this film, but we got a lot of cool Wolverine moments. Gambit was awesome, and Sabretooth was awesome too. At number 10 is X-Men Apocalypse. Not a terrible film, as the Quicksilver scene was awesome, and Michael Fassbender gives a great performance as Magneto. Just Apocalypse wasn't that great, and story could have been better at times. At number 9 is the very first X-Men film, which this was the film that started off this franchise, and it did it in a very good way. It is just not one of my favorites. At number 8 is The Wolverine, which I do love the story of Wolverine in Japan. I just thought that the third act and the antagonist could have been better. At number 7 is X-Men First Class, which this was pretty unique in the X-Men franchise as it takes place in the 60s and have younger versions of some of the characters. James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender both stand out as younger versions of Charles Xavier and Magneto. At number 6 is X2 X-Men United, which this has had a lot more than the first film had, and it was a pretty good sequel. At number 5 is the very first Deadpool film, in which they finally got the character right as it has a pretty good story and everything. At number 4 is Deadpool 2, which this is a great fun sequel to the first Deadpool as it just has a lot more. At number 3 is Days of Future Past, which this is my favorite X-Men film, as I just love how it brings the past and the present together, even though it creates a lot of plot holes. At number 2 is Deadpool and Wolverine, which this was just a fun film. It was great to see Hugh Jackman finally in the yellow suit, and just these two bickering with one another was just hilarious from beginning to end. And it is just action-packed. But at number 1, my favorite in everything in the X-Men franchise is Logan. This is one of the best comic book films there is, as this is honestly just a phenomenal film. Well, that is my ranking of all of the films in the X-Men franchise from the X-Men Original Trilogy, the X-Men Beginning Saga, the Deadpool Trilogy, the Wolverine Trilogy, and New Mutants. But what would be your ranking? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.